Hey everyone, this is Hector with Road to Strength. On this lovely Thursday, I know it's a little rainy up in Massachusetts. Hopefully the sun is out, it's beaming, it's strong, it's getting a little warmer. I know we're getting closer. We're getting a day closer and a minute closer to having nice weather. But again, I just want to thank you for coming on for our flex session today. Again, flex is our 20-minute stretch session. Today what we're going to do here, we're going to go on to more of like an upper body stretch, so that way we can kind of relax anything that's going from, let's say, like the lower back, top of the hips, to the up towards the neck, okay, shoulders and neck. So again, I want to thank everybody who's coming on right now. I really appreciate it. And again, after this will be our Get Up, our 30-minute boot camp class. And then if you want to stick around for a Q&A, by all means do so. So let's get started. So with the first thing I want you to do here, we're going to go into a child's pose position, okay? So with the child's pose, as you can see, I'm not wearing sneakers just right now. I just want to keep my feet as relaxed as I possibly can. I don't want to keep them stiff in a shoe for a long period of time, especially, not that 20 minutes is a long period of time. I just want the feet to be able to kind of move around a little bit, kind of search around, okay? So we're going to go into our child's pose. So it's sitting back on the heels, okay? And then the arms are out in front of you. And what I want you to focus on here is take a nice deep breath, and as you exhale, try to bring that chest down to the floor, okay? So it's a nice deep breath. And then as you exhale, try to bring that chest down a little bit further. Okay, so let's just hold that position for a little bit of time. Just relax. Try to use this time more or less as time to not think about anything that's going on with the world, with work, with family. This should be your 20 minutes right here. So I want you to be focusing on that. I want you to focus on those breaths. Okay? So again, just holding that position. And from here, let's move over to both hands over to the left. Again, doing the same thing. So all I did was I just shifted my hands over to the left and still brought my hips back towards my heels, reaching the arms out in front. And again, just focus on that breathing. So take a nice deep breath. Fill the stomach with air, and then exhale, let everything out. Again, use this time as your own time. Try to blank everything that's going on, again, in the world, in your surroundings, just for 20 minutes. And then, after that, if you need to go back to work or whatnot, then you can focus back on that. Okay, so again, we're still in that position. Now, we're going to do the exact same thing, so just going the other way. So again, my arms are back in the middle, and I'm just bringing my right hand over to my right, my left hand over to my right, so almost kind of thinking about each hand going about 45 degrees. So they almost are like kind of parallel diagonally. Again, I want to thank everybody who's coming on right now to take flex. Just relax. If you need to close your eyes, do that as well. That's perfectly fine. Awesome. Now, from here, let's go right into a hamstring stretch. So we'll get a little bit of lower body, and then after that is going right back up to the upper body work. So reaching. So extend one leg out and reach for the toes. Now, if you can only go, let's say like mid-shin, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You just want to make sure that you can kind of get a good stretch, whatever's going to feel most comfortable for you. And again, same thing. It's taking a nice deep breath. And as you exhale, that's when you want to extend out a little bit further, okay? So again, same thing, take a nice deep breath. Again, thank you for everybody who's coming on for Get Up. I really appreciate, our Flex. Get Up is our 30-minute boot camp right after this. So again, thank you for coming on this lovely Thursday. And again, in this case, if you can grab your toes, by all means do so. There's no right or wrong way about going about this. It's just making sure that everything feels really comfortable, okay? And you can go to the limit that you are physically capable of going to. Don't overdo it, because you don't want to kind of create any muscle strains of any sort. Just go where you feel most comfortable. And let's switch sides. Now, the other thing that you want to focus on too is you don't want to be leaning onto one side or the other. You want almost both hips or both muscles of your butt, your glutes, to be sitting down. So you should be like almost like kind of at a full sit with your glutes. And again, you may also notice that one side's a little bit tighter than the other. So in this case, my left side is much tighter than my right. Again, take a nice deep breath. Exhale. Stand right back out. Take another nice deep breath. And exhale. Good. And again, just focus on what we're doing right now. Don't worry about that meeting that you may have at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Don't worry about anything that's going to distract you away from what you're trying to do. Again, right now, this is your time. This is where you try to bring some positive energy to finish out the rest of your day. And great. The next thing we're going to do here, we're going to go into a quad stretch. But we're going to do this from the side lying position. So we're not going to be standing up. So what you want to do here, just lie on your side, okay? And pull the leg up. Now, if you have a hard time with doing that, okay, just go as far as you can. If you have sneakers on, you can grab the back of you can kind of hook your fingers right in the back of your sneaker to pull up, or if you have socks on, doing the same thing. If you can obviously grab the foot, by all means do that as well. And again, you can just also like relax the head onto the arm. Doesn't have to be on the hand. And just, kind of hang out here for a little bit. Hopefully the week is starting to slow down a little bit for you guys as we go through this right now. Nice job. Let's go the other way. So again, you can just turn around. I'm just facing you, so that way you know what I'm doing. Also, if you want to be listening to music right now, by all means do so. Hopefully you find something that's a little bit more calming, so that way it just kind of represents what we're doing right now, which is just more or less kind of holding positions for a period of time, not really doing too much activity-wise. For Get Up, that's when you want to, play whatever, your 90s, 2000s hip-hop or your alternative, whatever kind of gets you going, gets the blood going. But for right now, you want to listen to something a little bit more soothing. I will have a playlist set up for both classes by tomorrow, so I will put the link up for people to have access to. So if you're on Facebook, if you're using ClassPass, the information for that playlist will be sent out to you. Good. Now the next thing we'll focus on here is going to be our cervical neck glide. Okay, so I'm going to show you from the side, and again, you can just relax just by sitting down on the heels. And keeping is not rounding or keeping your back rounded like a turtle. It's keeping your back, nice and tall. Okay, so chest right up. And what you want to do here, don't tuck the chin down. Look straight ahead. So whatever's in front of you, in this case, my spin bike is right in front of me. I'm gonna be looking straight at it. Now from here, it's taking my hand or my fingers and just pushing my head back a little bit. Okay, nothing too crazy. You're not trying to crank it back. It's just a very simple, gentle push back. And then let the head kind of almost go forward a little bit, so that way you can then bring it right back. And we're getting 15 reps here. So 15. And when you're pushing the head back, it's maybe about like a second or two before you return it back. So you're not like just holding it here for a period of time like the other stretches have been. It's just more active, kind of going back and forth. And you may have to adjust your back, so just make sure that if you have, you've been doing a couple of reps and you start to feel that your chest is starting to sink down, reset, bring chest right up. We're going to get one more. And done. Excellent job, everybody. Now, from here, let's go into some shoulder circles. So we're going to go 10 in each direction. Now, with the shoulder circles, the arms are straight, so the arms are parallel to the floor. Okay, and again, I'm still in that seated position. I'm not standing up right now, just so that we're just nice and relaxed. And it's shrug up. So shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Pull the shoulder blades back so they're pinched together. Bring them down, shoot them forward, and right up. So back, down, forward, up. Again, they're called circles, but you're really making like a square or rectangle. As you start to feel comfortable, that's when you can start to just kind of then go right into those circles. Okay, so for right now, just take your time. Once we get our 10, then we're going to get 10 more going the other way. And done. So now you can shake the shoulders, shake the arms out, okay? Now, again, same thing. And it is, so I'm going to start with shrugging up, forward, down, back, up, forward, down, back. And again, we got 10 more going this way as well. Let's get one more. And awesome job. Again, if you have water, by all means, grab some. You don't need to just, not have any water during this session. You can definitely be drinking water. Again, thank you to all of those who are taking the class. We're going to go up against a wall, okay? Now, you can either go with the feet together, just like this, where the bottom of the feet are touching, or you can go crisscross applesauce like in grade school, okay? So the next thing is going to be our wall glides, okay, or shoulder glides, however you want to phrase it. Just make sure that it's something that you can remember. So what we want to do here, we want to start with the arms at 90 and 90, so 90 degrees at the armpit, 90 degrees at the bend of the elbow, okay? So same thing on the other side. And what you want to do here is keep the palms back, wrists, kind of touching the wall, or in my case, the door. And it's extend the arms up and right back down. Now, if you start to notice that like your wrists start to go forward or your forearms start to come off, then that's the furthest point you want to go. Okay. So if this starts to happen, that's fine. The goal here is that we want to work this out over time, where you can then gain a little bit more mobility through the position. Also, with the back position, just make sure that the spine is in a neutral position. So you don't want to like bring the chest up as you're going up, just to create more mobility, quote unquote. Okay, so again, it's keeping everything nice and flat, or neutral, sorry. And right back down. Great job. So again, we got 15. If you have a watch on, by all means, please take it off, because you may start to notice that it's gonna like just kind of either scratch the wall or scratch the watch, of course. Let's get one more. Okay, so again, let's get one more rep here. One more good rep. And done. Excellent job. Now, next thing is going to be our cat camel. Okay, so we're now going to be in an all-four position. So my shoulders, my hands, are underneath my shoulders. My knees are underneath my hips, and I'm digging the toes into the floor. That way I can really squeeze the glutes through this position. So again, squeezing the glutes. It's cat, so round the back as high as you can, and then camel, arch the back. Okay, so again, go as far as the spine feels comfortable. Don't force it if there's going to be some pain or discomfort in that position. And we have 15 of each direction. So 15 cats, 15 camels. And we're taking our time through this position on purpose, just so you can feel a stretch through the whole back, all the way up from the shoulder blades down into the lower back. Let's get two more. Done. Great job, everybody. So what we're going to do here, we only have a little bit left. And we got about 3.5, 4 minutes. Actually, yeah, we got about 2 minutes, actually. Sorry. The number is really small on my screen. So what we're going to do here, we're going to start with the bicep stretch. Okay, so the arm is about even to the shoulder. Okay, so it should be a nice straight parallel line, or a nice straight line from the shoulder to the hand. And the thumb is pointing to this wall in front of me. Now, what I want to do here is keep my shoulder square to that wall, and then turn away. You're going to feel that stretch right in the bicep. If you feel it in the forearms, it might just be that the forearms are also really tight, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're just kind of now stretching a little bit more. You're getting a little bit more of a stretch. Okay, so nothing wrong with that. And what we're going to do here is we're going to get 8. So right now I'm at 4. And great job. There's 8. Now from here, you're not going to turn around. You're going to still be facing the same way. The hand's just a little bit higher up. So now the arm is going to be more at an angle. Okay, the thumb is pointing up towards the ceiling, and what we're going to do now is we're just going to turn away and right back. Now you should feel it more in the triceps, so in the back of the arm. Again, you may feel it in the front of the arm. You may also feel it kind of where the chest kind of starts to wrap around the arm. That's perfectly fine as well. And again, we have 8, so let's get 2 more, because I know I've been explaining how you should be feeling this. 1 more. And done. Great job. Now, we're going to face the other way, okay, doing the exact same thing. So start with our bicep stretch. And we're almost done again. After this, I'm just going to take a couple minutes just to get everything, just to get myself situated, ready to go for Get Up, which is our 30-minute boot camp class. Great job. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it up. And there was 8. Now again, thumb up towards the ceiling, hand a little bit higher so the arm is nice and angled from the hand to the shoulder. And again, just 8 more with that tricep stretch. Let's get 3 more. 2. 1 more. We're almost done, everybody. And that's it right there. So again, I want to thank everybody for hopping on, taking Flex. I hope you enjoyed it. By all means, if you have any questions, comments, please feel free to send me a message through Facebook, or you can follow me and ask questions Instagram and Twitter at Coach Hector M, or follow me on Discord at Road to Strength with the hashtag or # of 2587. So again, I want to thank everybody for coming on for Flex. I really appreciate it. I'm going to take a couple moments, get everything situated, and then I'm going to be back on at 12:20 for Get Up, again, which is our 30-minute boot camp class. Take care, everybody. If I don't see you for the class in 10 minutes, I'll see you next week.